Oh, a Shaggy Dog Cave. Ah, I know what that is. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, it's far away. Mug of cactus beer. HP by 10, meh. There's a plaque bolted to the cave. A record of events from the Expedition 2 went into Shaggy Dog Cave, November 1887, as recorded by Jim Plackwright. Huh. Having acquired through various and sundry means, a story which is interesting in its own right, but better saved for another time, a map purporting to lead a large cache of jewels and ingots of precious metals hidden by the infamous highwayman and train robber Black Hole Jr. in the years before the cows came home. I, Jim Plackwright, along with your compatriots, these being Nathaniel Wyman, Cyrus Howard, and Douglas Watts, set out to find the Shaggy Dog Cave and the aforementioned treasure. I don't know what... Okay. Our equipment and provisions consisted of one cart and a horse to pull it, 4 additional horses to be ridden, 2 shovels, a spade, and a mining pick, a large coil of rope, 1 large basket of eggs, as well as an assortment of other trail provisions and cookware, my own collection of blank plastic and engraving tools, 1 large and shaggy dog, and a butt fur. After traveling for 2.5 days to the south and east, we arrived at a small town named Dirtwater, the largest settlement in the vicinity of Shaggy Dog Cave. Leaving the dog to watch the horses, the 4 of us entered the local saloon and each ordered us a beer except Cy, who was satisfied with water. Good boy, Cy. Love to hear it. The barman provided our drinks as requested and then withdrew a small wooden box from underneath the bar, asking us if we cared to witness something real interesting. Considering that we still had quite a few hours left to travel, we politely declined and asked if he knew any way to Shaggy Dog Cave. He replied that he had never been there personally, but gave us directions which correlated nicely with the notes on our map. Man, what was in that box would have been much more interesting. So would the original story about how they procured all their provisions. Upon leaving the saloon, we discovered to our dismay that some unknown villain had tampered with our wagon. Fortunately, the only supplies we're missing were the butt fur and the entire basket of eggs, apart from the one that Doug had concealed within a pocket for safekeeping. We also discovered that the dog had absconded with one of the horses, forcing Nate and Cy, after drawing on the lots, to share. The dog stole the horse? After acquiring a barrel of fresh water for the trip, as well as a replacement butt fur, we headed out in the open desert. The sun shone down mercilessly upon us, and we took a small solace in the fact that it would have been far more intolerable had we made the expedition during the summer months rather than November. In order to pass the time on the trip, there resist becoming days from the heat and susceptible to desert mirages, we exchanged stories of our youth, which I will not be telling for reasons of length. Would have been much more interesting than this story, I will tell you that much. However, I will relate to you 3 odd occurrences that happened to us during our trek through the desert. The first was 2 or 3 hours out of Dirtwater when Nate noticed a glint of sunlight upon a metallic object partially buried in the sand. This was revealed to be a brass oil lamp of foreign design and manufacture, which fortuitously still contained a quantity of oil. Deciding this might come in handy, we stashed it in the wagon with our other tools. Our next encounter was a nomadic goblin tribesman who we discovered spoke excellent English and inquired as to our destination, and we replied that we were looking for Shaggy Dog Cave, and so we did not disclose the reason for our journey. The goblin confirmed that we were heading on the correct course and mentioned that he had only a short time earlier witnessed a large shaggy dog riding a horse in the same direction. We all agreed that this was an unusual sight indeed and continued our way. Hey! The dog stole all the treasure. Let's go. Sometime later, we encountered a large adobe hut occupied by 2 identical-seeming old men with wild hair and long white beards. They invited us to take shelter from the heat, which we gratefully accepted, and introduced ourselves as hermits. They struck me as peculiar, given there were 2 of them, but I felt it would be rude to question them on that point. One of the hermits confirmed that we were near Shaggy Dog Cave, and the other hermit confirmed that what his brother said was true. They also commented that they'd seen a large and shaggy dog riding a horse in their direction. We all agreed that this was an unusual sight indeed. The hermits replenished our water supply in exchange for our butt fur, which we continued on our way, excited to be finally nearing our goal. Wait, what? Wait a minute, that's suspicious. Sus. After 2 more hours, we finally arrived at Shaggy Dog Cave, carefully keeping our excitement in check lest we become incautious, and we loaded on our equipment and supplies from the wagon and took a brief respite in the cool shade of the cave entrance. To celebrate our arrival, Doug unpocketed and shared the egg he had saved from our basket, which had been stolen in Dirtwater. Once we rested, we decided it was time to come explore the cave. Okay. Discovering that we had neglected to pack torches, lanterns, or any other light source with which to illuminate the cave, we declared that it was indeed fortuitous that Nate had discovered the antique oil lamp during our travels. He gave the brass a quick shine and lit the wick. We were relieved to discover that it lit easily and provided a very adequate amount of light. I'm gonna pass out. Oh god. As we headed into the cave, we were further encouraged by the fact that the floor was quite even and easy to traverse, and there were no side passages which might cause us to become lost. Despite this, I resolved to hang a number of plaques to mark our progress through the cave and engrave them with the tale of our journey, such that others who discovered the cave after us might be entertained and edified by our story. It's not a very entertaining story, I'll be honest. Soon we came to the end of the tunnel. While Nate, Sai, and Doug took turns with the excavation, I completed the last of our aforementioned plaques. It was a matter of perhaps an hour before Sai's shovel struck a wooden surface with a hollow noise when we hauled a traditionally styled treasure chest out of the hole with great excitement. Oh, look at that. Whoop. The chest was locked with an ancient and rusted iron padlock, which we broke easily from a single swing of our pickaxe. We opened the lid slowly, and the flickering light of the antique oil lamp shone brilliantly upon jewels of every color and shining ingots of precious metals, just as promised by the legends of Black Coal Jr., joyous in our triumph. We unloaded the chest into our wagon and began the journey home. Thank you for reading. May your own endeavors be equally successful. Signed, Jim Plackwright. Okay, in case anyone was wondering, the joke about this is the fact that a Shaggy Dog story is a story that basically runs on for a very long time and has nothing of worth in it. It's basically just a waste of time. And so this Shaggy Dog Cave is a Shaggy Dog story where basically nothing of event happened in the actual story, and it joked about a bunch of other much more interesting stories that you could have been listening to instead, and it's just a long walk all the way to the end. And then it forces you for the long walk back of nothing of value. That's why I read those so quickly. I'm tired. The aristocrats! Never mind. I don't get that one. I don't know what joke that's about. Shaggy Dog K, that's a weird name. Certainly friendlier than Scorpion Junction. Welcome to Happy Kitten Gorge. Enjoy your stay. Oh man, I hope you find Happy Kitten Gorge. What? Oh yeah. What the heck was that? Spectre, you alright? Okay. Haunted Pickle Factory. Oh no. Two bandits tried to hole up in the old abandoned pickle factory? Oof, that's them done for. What do you mean? This place is haunted to the gills. I heard about it while I was asking around about that necromancer. Doesn't seem to be related, but is apparently very, very dangerous. Uh-oh. Ooh. Rippin' pepperonis. I get it! She was very, very terrible. Gretchen Vlass. Oh. Vlasic, huh? Rippin' pepperonis. I get it. I get it! I get it! It's comedy! Hopefully you haven't had to deal with too many bad owners. I'm dying. Or am I? Blammo! Bang! Ah, prickly. The rare and valuable treasure chest cactus. Careful, or pointy. Ah, 1,000 meat. Looks heavy and pointy. A year's supply of dynamite. Hey, that's convenient. A This game is too old to have this kind of joke. This game is like from 3 years ago. What the heck? Not the cat. Oh no. I'm leaving. Goodbye. Not the cat. So that's where all of these drinks are coming from. Yeah, da 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 da. Well, that happened. Alright. Of all the words it could have been. Oh no. I need some needles. I wonder if Button Willow has any needles restocked since I died. Cactus Bill was looking for that. Wait. Yeah. Oh, that's terrible. You're terrible.